Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. As we prepare to see family and friends tomorrow, stuffing our faces with too much food and watching way too much football or sappy holiday movies, here are the final two grabbers that are great for getting the attention of your prospect's old brain. Now, in the prior videos, I shared five grabbers. They were what if you could statements, number play, words in common, customer stories with contrast, and prompts. The last two grabbers are metaphors and analogies and personal stories. Now, metaphors and analogies appeal to the associative nature of your brain. People can effectively process unknown ideas when they're related to something familiar, and that's what a metaphor can do. A simple metaphor told as a story has the ability to completely change your prospect's perspective. The second one I want to talk about, and the last grabber I want to share, is the personal story. Now, while all grabbers are stories of a sort, a personal story is actually the most powerful. Now, there are several rules that you have to keep in mind when you're telling a personal story. Number one, never start by saying, "I'd like to tell you a quick story." A colleague of mine did that recently, and the key decision maker in the room got up and said as he walked out the door, "I don't have time for stories. Just text me when you're ready to talk business." So, don't set up your story. Just tell it. Now, number two, your story has to have a business point that's relevant to the specific situation you're in. Otherwise, you're just going to lose credibility. Have that relevant point and make the connection to that point in your story. Number three, practice, practice, practice. Winging it is a sure path to disaster. And number four, include telling details. A compelling story comes alive to the listener in the details. There you have it. 7 grabbers that science and personal experience tells us captures your prospect's attention and draws them into your sales conversation. Practice them and figure out which ones work best for you, and then go ahead and leverage their power. If you'd like to learn more, send an email to the address below with the word grabber in the subject line. And as always, thanks for your time and happy Thanksgiving.